As of this video being posted exactly 1 year ago today, I released my first ever song on SoundCloud. And a lot has happened since then, so I thought I would just recap how my discography has gone in the past year. And that's about it. So let's get Your Sound is Echoes. Great name. Looking back on this song, it really hasn't aged well. In my opinion, at least, because when I made it, I had only just gotten the producer edition of FL Studio, and I didn't have any plugins. Really, I hadn't had any paid plugins. I only had what came with FL Studio, and I could only fathom to use Flex. That was it. If you're not familiar with FL Studio, Flex is this free plugin that just has a bunch of pre-made sounds for you. The one I actually used for the song, well, I'm not sure if I actually used it, but this is what inspired it. It's in this this free pack right here. It's the Epic Chords preset. So if I hold down the C4 key, actually, hold up, I gotta speed it up to 172, I think it was. So that's where that came from, and I kind of just yoinked that chord progression and made a whole song around it, and I only had Flex presets. Hold on, this preset right here, if I go... God, I can't do that. God, I can't do it. But that's the preset I use for that little thing. But anyway, not a great song looking back on it in my opinion, but it was an important step, and one of my friends absolutely promoted the hell out of it, so it got me at the time, it got me a solid amount of plays, so that's pretty hype. But yeah, there's Cyber Shadows. Now, I actually made this one before Your Sound is Echoes. It's kind of the same deal, didn't have any presets, just used Flex stuff and free drum samples. What are those drums, bro? There's really not much else to that one. I'm just gonna skip. I actually really like this song, like, looking back on it. Like, I really like the structure of it, like the way it's put together. I think it's a good length. I think the way it progresses is pretty good. And also, just that chord progression is just absolutely heavenly, let's just say. It's fun to be at home, because it is fun to be at home. For real. I made this song because I saw this video from this cool FL Studio producer guy named Shonchi, I think his name is, and he made a house funk remix, and I thought it sounded absolutely fire. So I thought I would make something similar, and that's how this thing came to life. You can see my friend here commenting on it, because I sampled him a couple times. That's him doing a leg press, by the way. That's him going... And I'm not saying what this was. I'm not saying what I think it's actually pretty obvious. Suddenly, he just pulls a complete 180 and makes this absolute banger. Then he pulls a complete 180 again. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, I pulled an absolute 180 again with this. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention as well, this song right here is where I finally got Serum, and Serum absolutely carried my music from that point forward, just like the default saw wave with like 16 voices. That pretty much carried my entire discography afterwards, so shout out to that. Alrighty, and then we make it to my first album. It's barely an album. Like, I wouldn't even call this an album. It's basically an EP. It's 15 minutes. Like, that's EP length. So this is my first album. That's it. I found this plugin called Labs. It's a big library of sounds, and there were these really cool choir samples that kind of sound like something from Minecraft a little bit. So I started implementing that along with soft piano as well. Labs soft piano, goated. This album, it's a little strange the way I did it. As you can see, it is an important story. When I made it, I purposely tried to be very cryptic with it, which is why I used a lot of Morse code. If you listen. If one of you silly goobers out there wants to decode all of that Morse code shit and figure out what this means, you can go for it. It's about bullying, alright? Being bullied specifically. Specifically one instance of being bullied, but I'll leave it at that. It's about bullying, being bullied. So, that's it. The stars, as my friend says, aura. Put that in quote marks and add the date to that. I kind of try to make it like those, like lo-fi, like, you know, those like songs on TikTok that have like, that are sort of like those lo-fi sort of. I'll insert here like the kind of ones I'm talking about. I actually really like it. This is a real photo, by the way, that I took with like some color effects on it, and this isn't actually me. I put that in afterwards, but everything else is a real photo, so that's actually pretty cool. Yes, I did hear this song in my head because I'm autistic and I hear things in my mind all the time. I was looking at the stars and I was just looking up, and the song just kind of appeared in my head, and I was like, damn, that's a banger. So I made it. Perks of being on the spectrum for real type shit. And then we make it to the number series with the songs with the numbers. Also, I got Artist Pro as well, so that meant I was able to use the algorithm thing, and my songs actually started getting plays and likes and comments. Once again, you can hear that serum with the 16 voices. Let me demonstrate. If I go serum, we got a saw wave. Give it 16 voices. And then play like a 7th chord. This intro bit, this is chopped up Labs choir things that I was talking about earlier. So that's pretty cool. And then we got that peak outro with the Labs soft piano. Then we got O2 and whoa! That's a lot of plays. 1,367. Golly goodness gracious. I am kind of glad that this got a lot of plays though, because it is actually a solid song. I wish I kind of did a bit more with the drum breaks here, and I wish I had a bit more of a punch to it. They're a little bit... just chuck like 8 billion sound goodizers on it. And there's also something that really bothers me. Once it gets to the bit with the ARP that goes upwards and then drops back down again and it just loops. There is one note that when I copy pasted it, I got one note wrong, and there's one wrong note that keeps playing every single time the ARP loops, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off. And also, that intro there, again, Labs soft piano, Labs choir samples. See what I'm talking about? And I put like a shit ton of distortion on it as well, so I'm kind of glad that this is the one that got lots of plays. So thanks, SoundCloud algorithm. 03, and this one also did pretty good. Again, there's those labs distorted choir vocals. The drums are a little weird on this one, I think. I don't know about the drum sample, but it's alright. And I like the arps on this one too. They should be kicking in right now. It's a little long, I think. I kind of stretched it out. I kind of did that with a lot of my earlier stuff. I stretched it out to be really long because I didn't want it to be too short, but a lot of the time the songs didn't like have enough substance to be that long, which I kind of regret, but it's like quality over quantity of each song, you know what I'm saying? Bam! We up to my second album, Feel. And this album is about emotions. That's pretty cool. Something else cool too about this one, I made CDs of these by hand by myself. I'll show them to you right now. One sec. They're sitting in a box hiding in my closet. I gotta grab one out. Woo! Look at that! Oh my god! It's real. Look at it. The Wicked Feel CD. Woo! Look at that! That's cool as. And it works too. Now that I'm thinking about it, it probably should work because CDs tend to do that. Anyway, I will insert some highlights of the album right here for you. So if you want to take a listen to it, if you're new here, here's what you'll be expecting. So anyway, that's about that. I hope you give it a listen if you want, and hit me up if you want one of these, because I've got 3 more of these that I haven't given to anyone. This is my longest song right here, 5 minutes 40, and it really shouldn't be, because once again I just copy-pasted the same thing. It's like the same thing, just repeated 3 times, and it's really long for no reason. But I still kind of like it. I think it's kind of cool. Oh my god, what the hell am I doing? Ceramic Sharks. That's pretty cool. This song is actually pretty interesting, the story behind this one. It's kind of written here. Basically, I was a part of this music studio workshop for people my age in my local area. It was for a week. It was last year. And my group, we kind of split into groups, and we all chose our electronic instruments from what they had available, and we made a live song that was like 10 minutes long. And my group made a song called Glass Whales. It was really good. I really liked the song that we made, and I kind of wanted to recreate it myself and make a whole structured song out of it. And it basically the original sounded basically exactly like this, but like double the length, with the sliding notes and everything. I really like this one. I think it turned out great. It's my second longest song, I think, but it actually has enough going on during the duration of it for it to actually be that long, in my opinion. So it turned out good. I'm very proud of this one. RF#-NE 1 in brackets. I don't even really remember what that means. It's sort of just like I was thinking about things, and I kind of just took like letters and bits of things I was thinking about and made a name out of it. This song's pretty good. It's short but sweet, and those drums are freaking insane. Now, this song did solid over here on SoundCloud. On Spotify, on the other hand, whoa! That's 6,304 streams. Whoa! And that's because the song got added to a very, very big playlist, because I submitted it to a very, very big playlist and it got accepted, and that's where I got all the streams from. but it got taken off after a month, so it's kind of flatlined now, but I don't really care. And then we got the sequel, the long-awaited sequel. Well, actually, it's not that long-awaited. The long-awaited sequel of It's Fun to Be at Home, Home 2, and Get Home with a 3. So it's the sequel, and then the sequel to the sequel. I actually really like these ones. I think they're a much bigger improvement from the original one. Just insert like a million videos of like people dancing over the top of this and the other one as well. And also, just look at this cover. It's incredible. That's me. That's supposed to be a house, but you can barely tell. So absolute club bangers. This is a certified hood classic. And then we got the sped up and slowed down, and look how trippy this album cover looks. It hurts my brain. Look at it. But this is literally just the same thing, but they're slowed down and sped up, as I will demonstrate. I can't believe I'm posting this on the internet. I don't know what I'm doing. Now, funny thing too, I actually made, I started making a Geometry Dash layout to the sped up version. Let me demonstrate that to you right now. Oh man, this is a scam. Oh yeah, I play Geometry Dash. You didn't know that? Because I didn't tell anyone. But yes, I play Geometry Dash. I think I need help, actually, genuinely. And that brings us to, not today, but the most recent, CCC phser to the power of 3, or phser cubed. Yeah, the thing is with this one, I got some feedback on this one over on Submit Hub. Don't question the name of the website, that's just what it's called, alright? Because you submit your songs to playlist curators. Basically, what a lot of people said is that, the mix is really, really muddy. So that basically means too many things in the spectrum of audio, too many things clash together and mix up and become all a big mess. And also there's not a lot of bass in the mix as well. It's like all on the right side, all on the high pitch noise, which when you listen to it, you can hear like this hissing noise. And that really hurts your ears. My bad, gang. You can see, looking at the mix on it, this is the low pitch noises, this is the high pitch noises. There's not a lot going on over here, but there's a lot going on over here. Basically, I learned how to mix properly, which pretty much meant just making a EQ preset that boosts the low and lowers the highs. Highs the lows and lowers the highs. I named it the on high frequency of Fire 3000. There's still a lot going on the high, but who cares? Who cares? Forget about it. But yeah, I've taken that advice on board, and I'm using that advice to make my next project as best as it can be. And what is that next project, you ask? I don't know. Well, I do, but I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. And with that, that brings us to today. That's 1 year of wicked music, 36 songs. How many plays? Let me check how many plays. 14,000 plays across all platforms. So, that's pretty good. I'm happy about this year, or last year, I mean. I think I've improved a lot as a creator of sound waves. And here's to another year. What the hell is that?